Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for All New Inhumans issue 1. And before I start talking about this issue, just want to give you guys a couple updates. Of course, I have Comic Uno episode 123, and that's the show where I review all the comics I read this week in one show. And here are the exclusive comics. We got Rowan's Ruin issue 3, Plutona issue 3, Prez issue 6, The Vision issue 2, We Can Never Go Home issue 5, Nova issue 2, Paper Girls issue 3, Star Wars issue 13, Daredevil issue 1, Extraordinary X-Men issue 3, Spidey issue 1, and Batman and Robin Eternal issue 9. So if you want to go check out all those reviews, go to Comic Uno episode 123, which is annotated. Let's start talking about All New Inhumans issue 1. So, I will say I'm not a big Inhuman fan. For some reason, I can never get into these comics. I tried out I think it was the Uncanny Inhumans that came out a couple of weeks ago. Couldn't get into it. For the past couple, 2 years, I've been trying to get into an Inhuman book, and I just can never do it. I guess the only Inhuman book I really read is Miss Marvel, and I don't even know if you could really count that as an Inhuman book. But I'm still trying out another title. I still want to get into the Inhumans, especially because it's becoming a bigger part of the Marvel Universe. But yeah, so let's start talking about the cover. Really cool cover. I think Crystal was also a character I've always been interested in, especially because of her powers. So that's something that got me excited to say, maybe I'll like all New Inhumans. So very cool cover. Really like the artwork. Very bloody cover. Let's start talking about the artwork, actually. Art is gorgeous. Really, really like the art style. That's something I very much enjoyed for the story, especially Crystal's powers. Like I said, they utilize them really well throughout the issue. Hopefully I can show you a really cool page of her powers. Here we go. That's a really cool page. And even in the end, there's another battle we get to see in kind of a two-part story, but not really. But it was more of like this, hey, let's go back to the past. Here's a flashback. See if I could find it. Here we go. So that was really well done here. So I really like the artwork throughout the issue. Fit the story. Let's see what's going on with the story, though. So in this issue, we see kind of this combination of the royal family, who's the older Inhumans, and then these new Inhumans from the gas, from what creates the Inhumans. And we're seeing that the Terrigen gas has affected mutants, and that's been a big thing, that mutants are getting sick because of the gas, and of course people are worried about it. No one wants to turn into Inhumans. So you kind of see the situation in the issue where people are hating on them, and not as far as the mutants, but still kind of feels very mutant-esque of like, oh, we don't like mutants, get away. We don't like Inhumans, get away. So we're kind of dealing with that, and that their world is like right now in the Hudson River, pretty much on the side. So we can see that it's right next to New York, and it's kind of still their own thing, though. It's still their own, I don't want to say country, but kind of is their own nation. So they're not really affiliated with America. So you're dealing with the politics a lot in this issue. And yeah, it's mostly just introducing our characters. Crystal seems like she's going to be the main character. Medusa's shown here and there. And then we get to learn a little bit about the new Inhumans. And then this kind of other Inhuman that seems like the assistant to Crystal, and she becomes a bit more important towards the end of the issue because she looks like she may be betraying the Inhumans. And then the secondary story actually leads us to why the hell would this woman betray Crystal? And so we get a 3 months ago kind of flashback as the secondary story. And we find out that, the Inhumans are trying to get the UN to trust them. So it's definitely more about politics towards the end. And trying to deal with, the mutant situation. And, again, try to have peace. But at the same time, they're kind of playing the situation smartly. So that is what's going on with the whole issue pretty much. And I like this issue. I definitely liked it, especially, again, the artwork was great. I'm intrigued to see more of Crystal's character. But once again, it was new reader friendly, but it didn't make me connect to the Inhumans royal family. And that's always been a problem with me when I read these Inhuman issue 1 type stories. I always want to really like the Inhuman world, and I don't. Like, I like the characters for the most part, but I'm never really attracted to their world. I'm like, I gotta learn more about that. And I kind of feel the same way with this issue. As much as I like the character interaction, I think there's really good dialogue here, the actual world of the Inhumans, I don't really care about as much. So that's a negative. But I will say this is a good jumping on point. For the most part, you do learn a little bit about the characters. They could explain them a little bit better because, again, the Inhumans are becoming really important in Marvel, and they do have a big history, which I don't feel like they fully explained yet to newer readers in any Inhuman book, in my opinion. Because, again, I'm someone that's never really been into the Inhumans, so I would like to learn and try to get into their world a bit, better. But, yeah, overall, the plot intrigues me enough to get more issues and see where it goes. The characters definitely intrigue me enough for that. So, All New Inhumans issue 1, for me, gets 3.5 stars. It was a pretty good issue, and I'm definitely going to pick up more, but it still doesn't excite me for the Inhumans. I hope some Inhuman book will do one day. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about the issue. This is Comic Uno. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there's links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. I'll see you guys later.